Hello. Hi. Hi. It's me, your local barista VTuber, Akira Dolce. Okay, so this is a little embarrassing. This is my first time doing this. So please, please be nice to me. Cause I've never done this. I've only seen other people do this. And the only thing I was like, man, I think I can do this is because I have all this fancy equipment. Unfortunately, I want to do I want to do like a binaural ASMR. I'll be nice. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. But I want to do a binaural ASMR. And that's where you can hear like two sources of microphones. And like I can be in one ear or I can like lean into your other ear. And it just sounds really, really cool and I really like that. And this stream is basically me trying to figure out if that's like something that I like to do. Because I do have the fancy equipment, just not the perfect setup for this, you know. And I have a couple things. I have a couple things that I have in mind. We're gonna have like water sounds and like little clinky sounds of like ceramic mugs and a bunch of other things. So like think of this as like a just chatting stream, but like has a bit of a stronger theme to it. The one thing that really gets me, guys, and I'm trying not to get too excited because like that's not what this is about. I think it's like a relaxing, very chill vibe, you know. One of the things that I wanted to do. I don't know what I was actually thinking. I lost my train of thought. I just got really embarrassed. I don't remember what I was going to talk about now. I just got embarrassed and started talking about something other that I wanted to talk about. I have water sounds, ceramic sounds, and then I kind of want to read you guys a bedtime story after when we're done. Because it is late at night, and if you are watching late at night, or if you're watching the VOD here, you know, it'll be fine to fall asleep too. I'm okay with that. You can do it. You can do it. I should like have positive affirmations, you know? Positive affirmation stream. But I get really, really embarrassed because my microphone can pick up a lot of things. Originally, I have like a limiter on it, or like a noise gate that prevents any sort of sounds. I did a test recording of ASMR, and I was like rubbing my eyes, and I could hear I can hear my eyes being rubbed. It was so weird. And I did a heartbeat thing. I'm gonna do that later tonight, but the heartbeat thing is really cool. I really want to do it with a binaural, because like when you do it with a binaural microphone, it sounds like you're pressing your ear up against my chest, and it's like you're being held. It's like you're being hugged. It's so weird. That's my favorite thing about ASMR. You get these sensations. It really feels like you're there. But like it only really happens with binaural, or like binaural. All right. Well, good evening, good night, good whatever time it is for you. It's just gonna be relaxing. It's just gonna be fun. And we'll start off with a nice cup of tea. I brought a little tumbler, so I'm going to be drinking out of a tumbler, but I also have ceramic as well, so I'll pour one for you in the ceramic as well, but let's start with the tumbler. Did you also know, well, this is a fun fact, but did you know that you can tell when you're pouring something, you can tell if it's hot or cold. For example, I'm just gonna go turn down. I'm gonna turn down the ocean for a second, and you guys can hear the difference between pouring something hot and pouring something cold, and I think it's really, really cool. All right, down goes the ocean. No more ocean. All right, here is a hot cup of water. This is hot water, right? All right, some hot water for you, and your nice tea. All right, but maybe you don't want maybe you don't want hot tea. Maybe you want some iced tea. I think that trigger made me need to pee. It's water. It's okay if you have to pee. Get up and go pee. It's all right. But here's cold water, by the way, for your iced tea. Do you guys hear the difference? I poured it into a glass, so there's a little bit of a sound difference, but like there is a slight difference. Like there's a difference you can hear between pouring hot water and cold water, and I think that's really, really cool. It sort of sounds like more sizzly, you know? All right, let's bring the ocean back in here. All right. A nice ocean. Really, there's no reason for the ocean to be here. I just want it to be there. Nice and relaxing. All right. Well, I'm gonna go drink my tea now. Put it in my tumbler. Sorry. That's all right. It's cozy. It is really cozy. I wonder if anybody's gonna fall asleep to the stream though. It's basically just chatting as well. So feel free to ask me any questions and I'll answer them, or we can have a small little discussion over things. Oh goodness. I was not expecting to cough, I'm sorry. Choking ASMR. I'm sorry. I like inhaled my coffee instead of drinking it. I can mute myself when I do that. I can try to mute myself. Just give me a second here. My stream deck isn't working anymore. I don't like that. Alright. We're gonna pour a little bit more. I'm dealing with too much stress to sleep. That's okay. Well, I hope you can unwind a little bit here. Right now, I'm just drinking out of my ceramic. That's a good coffee. How do we not know you're just peeing in a cup? Well, I could be peeing in a cup. There's that episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure where Abakio pees inside a teacup. So you could be drinking my pee. If that's what you're into, you can just imagine that. But no, I'm just pouring you a nice cup of tea for a night, for a long hard day. You deserve it. I don't know if people like slurping sounds. I think I like slurping sounds a lot. Oh man, this is cozy, man. Oh man. This is nice. Ooh, I think I might like doing this. I like tea. I hope you like tea. Tea and pee sound very, very similar. So I do. I don't think, pee is not very sanitary. People say, oh, you should pee on a wound because pee is sterile. Pee is not sterile. Do you know why? Because pee mixes in with the waste that leaves your body. Urine is technically sterile, but once it leaves your body, it's not sterile anymore. The more you know. Oh, that's a good coffee. Coffee. Sorry. Good tea. I'm not drinking coffee. No. I'm drinking tea. It's a black tea, just so you know. I'm just used to saying coffee. I'm more of a coffee person than a tea person. Poop is definitely sterile? I don't think so. I don't think that's a thing. That's a cause for infection right there if I've ever heard for one. Kind of glad I have nails. I can kind of click me on the clickety clickety. Oh, that's another thing. Clickety clickety. The mouth noises. I totally forgot about that. That's something I actually want to avoid during regular recording. Did you know that? When you're recording voiceovers, the little mouth noises that you hear, like the licking and the clicking of the saliva. That's not generally wanted in audio recordings for voiceovers because you don't want to really hear that. Again, I just want to hear the clear. Eat the mic. No. I could eat something on stream though. Some people like that, but I'm not a fan of that. I do have like a bag. I know people really like bag sounds and crinkly sounds. That's a thing that's a nice trigger for them, but I don't really like crinkly sounds. I do have a crinkly thing next to me though. Hold on. I'll set my coffee down. It's tea. It's freaking tea. It's in a coffee cup is why. Ooh, it's got a little bit of a squeezy to it. I don't really like that. Do you know what this is? No, it's not a potato chip bag. I think I have a potato chip bag in my trash. We can compare. Oh, it's too far away. Tissue paper? It's not tissue paper. Parchment paper. It's basically parchment paper. It's it's a Subway wrapper. It's a Subway wrapper. Parchment paper kind of has a little squeakiness to it. Do you hear it? Just slightly. Subway's gone downhill. Kind of. It has kind of gone downhill. But it's the same thing. It's just a sandwich. They can't do $5 footlongs anymore, and I don't like that. $5 footlongs. There's a whole ad campaign about $5 footlongs, but thanks to inflation, we can't have $5 footlongs anymore. I think it's like a $7 footlong. How long ago was that? That had to have been like 2013, right? 2013, we had $5 footlongs. Maybe even earlier than that. Oh my god, I don't know if you just heard that, but you can hear like my body sounds. Oh, I'm sorry. Wish they had Hero Bread. What is Hero Bread? I've never heard of Hero Bread. They did have, when I went to Subway early today, that's why I have my Subway bag. They had Tex-Mex. They had Tex-Mex bread. I had it before. It honestly just tastes like Italian urban cheese, but just not as good. Zavi, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Put Doritos in the Sammy. Oh, that sounds great. Oh, I did have Taco Bell earlier this week. They have a cheesy grilled burrito. And they put Fritos in it. Fritos in your burritos. More likely than you think. Oh, Taco Bell's cheap. Oh god, it was like the college food for me. You get a $5 box, you get 2 tacos, a specialty item. In this case, it would be a grilled cheesy burrito. Or like a triple double crunch wrap. Or a cheesy chalupa. And then you get a drink as well. All for $5. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't like how people are like, Taco Bell makes my stomach upset. Well, maybe you're just lactose intolerant. I think it's just a skill issue. I don't like soda. They sell Gatorade. I think they have Gatorade. Gatorade's good. Keeps you hydrated. Avocado lover, hello, welcome. I hope you are having a wonderful day or night or whatever time it is for you. Gatorade has too much sugar. It does. Honestly, I don't know how long this is going to go for. But like, usually there's like 5-minute segments of each thing. Usually what I've noticed when people do ASMR streams, they're usually about like an hour and a half long. And they just do, you know, little things here and there. I honestly forgot what I was going to do most of the time. We can do heartbeats eventually. The heartbeat one is so cool. It's like, you know when the doctors have little stethoscopes and put it up against your chest? That is basically what it is. You are a doctor examining this barista. Oh, there's typing as well. I know some people like typing. My keyboard isn't very clicky. It's very snappy though. Like I'm just gonna type real quick onto the. It sounds like it has like a what is it called? A membrane. While I listen to heartbeats, I hook up my subwoofer. Grab my heart. I wonder who. I wonder if any of my friends would be listening to this later on, or at least right now, or maybe pop in, like the people I know, like I'm deeply friends with. Because I don't think they ever hear me like this, and it might be like a weird sensation for them, because I usually talk in like a more shrill voice, and this like low rumbly sound is like, you know, it's not something that they're used to. Kagamiru-kun, hello, welcome to the stream. My name's Akira Dolce. You're a local barista VTuber. It's nice to see you. I hope you have a wonderful time here. See, here's the thing with my model right now. I could, cause I'm drinking, but I'm not drinking coffee, and this is like a latte, right? But I'm not drinking coffee. I'm drinking tea. I'm drinking tea out of a coffee cup though, so I always call it coffee. Tea is just rehydrated leaves. The science of tea is actually really, really interesting. You know, this is sorry, this is gonna be a little bit morbid, but like, you know, when you have like marijuana, the water in the marijuana bong is just marijuana tea. That's the thing people do, right? They actually brew their marijuana to get their whatever it is that's inside of it. I think that's a thing, right? Sorry. My chair, you guys can hear like everything. My microphone is like super sensitive. I have a little bit of an expander on it, so you can't hear everything. Inject the marijuana. Straight juice. Straight marijuana juice right into your veins. It's weird, because one of the skills that I have, I wouldn't say it's skills, I guess maybe it's kind of like a hobby, but one of the hobbies I have is like, just gaining knowledge, learning about things, not necessarily like going to school, but just like learning about things. I just really like if something is interesting to me, I just like to know about it, you know? And that's where I get this really, really random knowledge for things. I'm trying to think of something most recently. Did you know that oxytocin is one of the one of the chemicals released that helps produce the dopamine hormone into your brain? And oxytocin, it is secreted when physical touch to another human being is, you know, when you experience touch. And this is strange to know, but you know, I learned about it. When a mother breastfeeds her child, you know, it secretes that oxytocin, which induces lactation. And so, yeah. That's why it's very, very important for mothers to coddle their child, to hold their child before beginning to breastfeed, because they can hold their child, get that oxytocin in their system, and when their baby is ready to feed, she will have the necessary hormones to start lactation. The more you know. I sure hope Honey didn't see that, by the way. I just saw her. She just liked my post of going live. Baby Etrigan, hello. Welcome. Mommies. Sorry, mommy. Sorry, mommy. Hello, honey. Speak of the devil. I knew it. Honey just liked my post, though. I was expecting Honey. There's probably an ad when I was explaining how oxytocin works, and that's probably best. I hope you're having a wonderful night, Honey. I'm currently sipping my tea. Would you like some tea? Would anybody else like some tea? I think I just ran out of things to pour. The importance of milk, yes. You're right. Do you guys add milk to your coffee, or do you guys add cream? And what do you like to add to your coffee? Do you even drink coffee? Or are you more of a tea person? There are people who like to add milk to their tea. Milk tea. I wonder if there's a madman out there that adds tea to their coffee. Like they brew their tea with coffee water. Coffee black like my soul. I like milk and coffee, but creamer and tea. Oh, interesting. That's really interesting, actually. Normally it's the other way around for people. Yeah, I usually do a flavored creamer in my coffee. I actually ran out of creamer. I should have picked some up today, but I didn't. Cool guy. 8577. Hello, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a great time. Alright. I'm gonna do a little bit more water sounds. Are you guys okay with that? Oh, my muscles are kind of sore from yesterday. I don't know if you guys were at Prismaya Cool Streamers stream. Coco, hello Coco. I'm sorry, I didn't even realize that was a thing that sounded. Sound alerts. Oh, I turned off sound alerts and not alert box. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to turn that off right now. Okay. I forgot that one even had a sound to begin with, honestly. Alright. I wish I had like a little bubbler. There's like a little bubbling sounds. Nice, you don't do the fast pour. Actually, it's not the fast pour that I did. I poured from high up. There's a difference between pouring fast and pouring slow, and as well as pouring high and pouring low. So I'm gonna try doing a high pour, and you can kind of hear the difference. Yeah, that's not good. Sorry, that's not very ASMR of me. That's why you do it low and slow. You get a little bit of a dribble, you know? I'm sorry if I disturbed anyone's vibe with that, but it was just an example. Oh, going back to drinking my tea. Ooh, I'm trying to like not make as many weird sounds as possible. ASMR tea time. I sure do love ragu pasta sauce. I am not a ragu pasta sauce person. Jorts enjoyer. I think ragu is a little too like liquidy for me. I want something with a little bit of oh, hooray. Hooray. No. I think ragu is a little too like liquidy. Coom like a mother. Oh boy. You know, I don't cook like a mother. I guess I'll just cook like a father, or a daddy for some people. I guess if you want me to say daddy. I can comb like a daddy. Jorts Enjoyer, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay. Cool. Oh, cool like a mother. Man, moms are pretty cool. Yeah. I agree, Jorts. You're doing great. I think cool's much better than cooming, though. Jesse Puff, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Hi, Jesse Puff. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you enjoy your stay. I hope you're having a great day and enjoy your stay. That's a rhyme. Enjoy your stay and have a great day. Cooming is pretty cool. I wouldn't know, maybe. I'm your simple barista. Man, I'd like to poke his face. I'd like to sip his coffee, if you know what I'm saying. I love your voice, thank you. You'd be surprised during one of my normal streams. My voice is definitely not like this all the time. Talking like this is my comforting voice. I'm usually very shrill. I wouldn't say shrill, but I don't know. There's a difference. Yup, it's Rika. Hello. Hi there. Man, I'd like to pee in his espresso. I mean, yeah, I guess if you really like to hit on barista, I think if a customer would come up to me and hit on me, I think the funniest thing would be like, I want to drink his juice. I guess. Are you an actual barista? I am. I'm an actual barista. Well, I can't actually say that now. I quit my job as barista like a month ago. I've been a barista pretty much for a solid 4 to 5 years. But I'm currently actually moving to Japan, so that is a thing that's going on with my life. And I had to unfortunately quit being a barista to move to Japan, but you know, I do have a lot of coffee knowledge as well. If you worked at Starbucks, did you get mad when people asked you to make coffee? Wait, why would I get mad if people ask me to make coffee in general? Like, that's my job. I love making coffee. I don't like making tea. And do you know why? Because when we make our tea, we just give them the water. We just give them hot water. we don't put the bags in them or anything, or we don't have like any pre-established teas that we've made. We just give them the leaves, or the tea packet, whatever one they want, and we just give them hot water. And like that's the least engaging thing that you could do for a customer, is just to give them hot water. Starbucks employees when people ask them to do the job. Starbucks is interesting, that's for sure. Starbucks uses like actual Italian lingo for their coffee stuff, and like not everyone does this. How do you drink your coffee? With a little bit of cream. Oh god, I really hope my my body sounds don't come in through. Like maybe you'll hear my stomach rumble or something. Please have a good, just a little cream. Is that all? I want like, if I were to give like an ounce amount, I would say, but 3 ounces of cream. It's been a while since I did a little trigger, so just a little tappy on my ceramic. Not doing anything for you. Yeah, 3 ounces of cream. With how much coffee? Oh, with like 16 ounces. I drink a lot of coffee. Whether or not to judge you, it's fine. I've seen people take it way worse than that. Some people don't like the taste of coffee, but they just really need the caffeine. And you know, it's not, as my job as a barista, it's my job to like give them an experience that they like. And if they don't like coffee, then that's okay. But it's serving coffee in a way that they'll enjoy it. And it's, you know, some people are all different. I could drink it black. I can drink my coffee black, but like ideally I usually drink my coffee with a little bit of cream. 3 ounces. I guess it's not a little bit of cream. 3 ounces is quite a bit. But yeah. People have sweet tooths. People will also be like, man, I love coffee, and get like a milk steamer. If you don't like the coffee, then I hate you, and will consider mauling you like a feral methed out raccoon. Did you guys hear about the bear that ingested about 5 pounds of cocaine? Is this 18 plus? It is. When you join the stream, it asks, it ensures that you're 18 plus. Cocaine bear. There's also a movie about Cocaine Bear as well. And I think it's a really funny concept. Ask me anything, I'll answer. What is a bear? Did you guys hear my conspiracy theory about bears? Bears are always the same shape as humans. They're always just crouched over. So I don't think bears exist. I think bears are all a costume put on by people. If you look up right now, youtube.com, search up bear tricks. It just looks funny. Winnie the Pooh is quaking with this info. Listen, I don't know what you think a Pooh is. I don't think a Pooh Bear even exists. What is a Pooh Bear? Why did Piglet jump into the toilet? To look for Pooh. Boo, get out of here. Winnie the Pooh is public domain now, as long as he doesn't have a red shirt on. Well, everyone, go make your Winnie the Pooh Bear fan fictions. Disney can't do shit to you now. The original Steamboat Willie, I believe, is now in public domain as well. Not Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse, though, is trademarked. So you can't do Mickey Mouse. Oh, soon? I thought it was already. Steamboat Willie. Alright. What are some other things I had planned for today? Heartbeats and stories. Talking into mic time. Zestful. Hi, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a great time. What's the Wi-Fi password? Oh, you know what? I should make a redeem for channel points. I'm going to do that right now. Where you can get me to say anything within reason. Does that sound nice for you guys? Do sweet whispers of, what's the Wi-Fi password? You said you'd tell me when you got back from getting food, but you still haven't told me. Come on, bro. Don't be a tease. I think that's going to be fun. Let's do it. You're just going to hear a little bit of typing sounds, okay? Whispers. Whispers, thank you for or congratulations on the first. Viewer awards, okay. We're going to do a channel points thing here. You get a little bit of keyboard action tonight, guys. I'll say whatever phrase you'd like me to say. In brackets, within reason. We'll make that 1,000. We'll do 3 redeems per person. So whoever's watching doesn't just make me say anything all night. Thanks for asking. I did ask actually earlier. I don't think you were there for that, Jorts. 30% of the points redeemed from that last redeem to give you the ideas payment. Hey, Zestful, just for you, I will do one voice request. You can get me to say anything you want, Zestful. Once. Zestful, that's a wonderful one. Alright. Shard. Oh god. Did you? Oh, that was my throat. Did you hear that? I got a phlegm. I've been very good today. You have been very. You've been a great viewer, Jorts. I appreciate it. But however, you did not give me the idea. Okay. Shark bait. Ooh ha ha. I think I'm gonna regret the redeem of making me say whatever you want, because you guys can literally just make me be like kitten. Discord kitten. You should make a voice reward redeem. I just did actually. It's 1,000 points. Time machine moment. Wow. I've regained my vocal cords anyways. I prefer hot chocolate or a homemade latte. I'm painting myself, making an animation on the flag evolution of China. I haven't gotten it to Confucius. Can I just have you say one word? Sure. One word is fine. Just for you, Jords. I'm glad you have your vocal cords back. Hooray. Is that it? I hope your animation goes well, cool guy, though. You guys want to hear some typing? We can do some typing ASMR as well. My keyboard's not super, super great, but you know, we can do it. What does that say? Dinkle what? Durkle mash pinky doog. Durkle mash pinky doog. Yeah, I don't have a I don't have a mechanical keyboard, but I do have like an optic keyboard. So there's no clicky, but you know, we do. No, it didn't seem too bad. Okay. Alright. I'm actually just doing a typing test thing right now. I'm gonna put my latte down. Latte is down, even though I'm drinking tea. I literally made that 17 seconds ago. It's a good word. I'm gonna take a little sippy sip of my tea before I take that. Alright. I'm just gonna move my mic over actually a little bit so it's a little bit closer to my keyboard. So give me a second. And I'll go do that. Okay. Yes. Oh, sorry. You guys like that sound? Oh. That's how my keyboard sounds. Is that a toenail clipper? No. Actually, this is this necklace is a gift from my mom. And it's exactly how it looks in real life. I had it transferred to my model. Okay. me some like socks. I think a lot of people don't really appreciate socks because when you're older, when you're older, you don't want to buy socks. No one wants to buy socks. So like when you get socks as a gift, when you get socks as a gift, it's honestly really nice. So if you guys are wondering, I'm reaching about 50 words per minute whenever I type. It's somewhere anywhere between like 50 and 45. Do not when you're older. I'm 37. Trademark. I'm definitely 37. Akira Dulce, age 37. I'm like 3 per second. I'm not a very good typer. It says here that my typing speed is roughly around 60 to 70 words per minute. So like one word per second basically, but I have 74% word accuracy, so it's not that great, you know. Okay. Do people really like computer sounds? Is that like a thing that they like? It's my that's my mouse. Okay. Even though they didn't make the cut, although we see the movie. Oh, that was really bad. Drop the Wattpad link. What? Wait. What's lot? What's Wattpad? Your keycaps sound kind of nice. It's just an optical keyboard. I have no idea what's going on underneath. This is the first time I've ever had an optical keyboard. Fanfic site. Wattpad. Start. Wait, this is the first time I've ever heard about this. Your voice belongs on bookshelves. Your original story could be the next big hit. Yeah, and I've never heard of Wattpad. Start reading. Average 37. It's true. It's true. I'm a boomer. I am a boomer. Well, you know what's really funny about this typing? I'm on typingtest.com, and it actually gives you some like nice information, like interesting information. This one I have to type is about Grand Theft Auto. Did I ever tell you I thought One Direction was a fake band because my first exposure to them was a Wattpad fanfiction of them Oi, Oma, hello, hello, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Are you actually 37? I am definitely over. I'm definitely 37. No, so what? I'm sorry, I don't actually understand. Um, however, this isn't specifically in the rules, but like this is sort of like the etiquette thing. But if you could just type in the language the streamer is speaking in, or if they're like double fluent, it's fine. Say it, no saying those. Yeah, I just have no idea. I have no idea what that is, and it could be very, very dangerous to streamers if people are typing in another language because they can't moderate that properly. Just some Twitch stuff, you know. Just some Twitch stuff. One Direction. Wait, what's that one? I speak in Chile. I speak Spanish, and that is inappropriate. Huh? Yeah. Well, yeah. If somebody does end up typing strictly in a language I don't understand, I'll eventually have to time them out, and that's just how it'll go. Like, it's just a safety thing, really. If you're like 14, what if I am 14? Huh? Do I sound like a 14-year-old? Do I sound like Markiplier? I think Markiplier would be a great ASMR person. I would love to hear his voice, just saying whatever. By the way, guys, I do have a redeem for you to make me say anything within reason. Within reason. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit more. Do a little bit more typing, and then we can just maybe do some heartbeats, some computer sounds. I think a lot of people like computer sounds because it kind of gives them like a motivation to work. You know, it's like. All right. I love hearing people work. It kind of gives me the motivation to work myself. That's why I really like art streams, actually, when I watch other people do art. Okay. Bopping my head to the keyboard beat. Does it really sound that good? Just a minute. It's just a minute of typing. old timer? Yeah, I'm very, very old. Yeah, I'm nailing about 65 words per minute, but my typos now knock it down to 50. Can I ask for a trigger request? Do you have the channel points for it? Do you have the channel points for it? That's the question. You got one phrase. Look again. Look under your chair. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? ASMR phrase. I forgot to do. There we go. Baby Etrigan, thank you for the ASMR phrase. Alright. Just gonna move the mic a little bit closer to myself for this one. Okay. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. And they're like, it's better than yours. Oh, damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach you, but I'll have to charge. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. And they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach you, but I'll have to charge. Oh my god. Wait a second. Is that Plum? Oh my god. That emote is amazing. Baby Etrigan, I love that emote. Yeah, 460 channel points. There's a lot of things that people can redeem for channel points. I think, yeah, I kind of want to do this a bit more often. It's honestly really relaxing. Can I please have it do again? Maybe. Please. If you beg. Oh my, that was quite the statement I just made there. You want a trigger? Beg. I'm so like I don't know if like Honey is lurking in the stream right now. And Honey, I know you're there. Actually, I don't know if you're there or not. I'm pretty sure you're there. I'm surprised you haven't fucking redeemed anything. Please, Miss Do. Alright. Alright, Shorts. One trigger. Alright. Just for you. For being such an active participant. For being such a good viewer. I will give you one trigger. A sound of your choice. You're learning from those Discord kittens. Sure am. Yeah. I've also got water in front of me. Water is good for the throat. It doesn't give me like a sort of rambly thing that the coffee does though. And coffee? I have a fucking tea. It's coffee. It's a coffee cup. I'm drinking from a coffee cup. I keep saying it's coffee because it says coffee on it. It says the word coffee. I kind of want to get like a second microphone just for my heartbeats. so like you can hear me a bit better. But you know, what was it? Oh, there was a thing I saw earlier. Uh-huh. Huh. Well, that's a phrase. That's not a trigger sound. Trigger sounds are like ceramic tapping, like. Or like shirt rubbing. Or crinklies. Would you say is a phrase? Oh, wait. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so the thing is a ASMR trigger spilling tea on the floor. Listen, I have carpeted floor, so it probably wouldn't sound like much. Is that how you do it? Gargling ASMR. What do you mean? Gargling ass. I'd love to gargle ass. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's kind of fun to do. Medicaid. Wait. You know what you said. Do I have to tweet I love gargling ass? Or I want to gargle ass? What did I say? Here's the thing. I can read chat, and I can choose not to read something. But if you redeem it, I have to say it. And that's the difference. Because you could say, like, you can make me say things like, yeah, or a rat, or, you know, things I normally wouldn't say. If you said in chat, I would be like, I want to. Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna go tweet. I want to go gargle ass because I definitely said that. Akira Dolce is the best streamer, and he's best streamer ever, and he's cool. Thank you, Ashi. Hello. How are you doing, Ashi? It's great to see you. I know corn bots. You know what? I don't get very many bots messaging me. So, you know, it'll be like a nice refreshing. Hey bots, please DM me. Night Jorts, thank you for stopping by and thank you for chat. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great day. Or night, or whatever time it is. I hope I was able to get some stress off of your mind tonight. What's the Twitter at? At Akira Dolce Latte. You can find it in my bio on Twitch as well. Okay. Oh man, on Twitter as well. Exclamation point Twitter. I even forgot I even had that. I don't even know what commands I have in my bot anymore. Oh, yeah, I do have Discord. You just have to do it first. Exclamation point Discord. Pulse. Yeah. People don't know about pegging in my chat. Okay. Who doesn't know about Bay? Hi, Bay. I hope you're having a wonderful time tonight. I love the pegging because I get to see who's in chat. I understand that people want to be anonymous whenever they're in like my stream sometimes, and I totally appreciate that. And I totally would want to respect that, but also pegging somebody in chat is just very fun as well. It lets me see who's here. I don't always look at my chat list and who's in my chat, and because I'm like looking at my chat instead. Okay, you guys want to hear some heartbeats? We can do some heartbeats now. Alright. This is gonna sound really bad again. I'm going to like take my shirt off, and you'll probably hear me like rustling my shirt around. So that's gonna be like a little. That's gonna be like a little sensual. Okay. All right. I don't know how I'll sound. I don't know how I'll sound with with my mic against my chest, but you know, I'll try my best. Oh my arms are still sore from yesterday. I did a bunch of push-ups for a punishment stream. I don't know if you guys can hear me properly. Can you like hear? Do I like resonate a bit? Do I sound? Can you guys even hear that? Oh, I think I can turn up. Oh, I turned up my mic. Does that? I sound a little hollow. I think that's the resonance from my chest. Oh, I should do this more often. I think the combination of like ASMR phrase and the heart rate is 70 beats per minute. I wonder if you can get my heart rate up. BOV, you're a baby in the womb. And why am I pregnant now? Are you guys my baby? Here, I'm gonna turn off like my what is that called? My noise gate for a second so you can hear it a bit better. noise gate is off. You know what's really funny about my model? I technically am fully modeled underneath the shirt. So I could technically be shirtless. But I'd have to contact my VTuber mama to actually get me, like, I need her to take off my shirt. Okay. How you can hear my room sounds. That's the only way I can get my heartbeat to be picked up. I did spec at 80. It's increasing. You guys are making me nervous. Hmm. 74. Hmm. Oh, I'm very healthy. Except for the fact I don't go to the gym anymore. I used to go to the gym, but then I used to go to the gym, but then I became a VTuber. That's not actually the case. This is nice, actually. I'm glad you enjoy it. I heard this once. Actually, a lot of the stuff that you hear tonight is actually inspired by a different VTuber. I was about to ask if you go to the gym. I used to. I'm still fit as a fiddle, though. I'm naturally muscular as well. I used to be a bodybuilder as well. When I went to the gym, I specifically went for extreme gains, macros and stuff like that. But yeah, bless my high metabolism. Hard flexing. It's not necessarily a flex. I mean, I guess it is, but I don't know. It's just what I used to do. I used to be a bodybuilder, and I used to be very, very, very trim. It was really, really hard for me to maintain muscle, and I think after going to the gym, like, your body just kind of remembers. Either that or put on weight. Pics, you might be able to find pics of me. Actually, without my, well, you can, oh, you will be able to find pics of me, but like not without my shirt. It's not that hard to find me if you kind of just know where to look. Just use steroids. Oh, no. Steroids are so, they make you look really weird. I'm not a fan. Sounds like he's selling Patreon. You know what? This is like not a thing I'm actually gonna do, but it's a thing that crossed my mind, is that maybe if this goes well, if ASMR goes well, I could do a Patreon where I do like requests or do like a custom ASMR stuff. Yeah, I don't like the room sounds. That's the one thing I don't like about this. But that's what I get for getting a super sensitive microphone. If I had like, you can hear the cars driving outside if you request. Yeah, I mean technically you can request anything right now as long as you have 1,000 channel points. You can redeem any like trigger sounds, or you can redeem any phrase that you want me to say within reason. Like I won't say anything naughty, like not naughty, but like I won't really say anything that will like is discriminatory. That's not cool. If you're gonna hate on somebody based on where they're from or how they look, that's not cool. Words of affirmation. I wonder, would you guys enjoy words of affirmation? Oh, you know what I should have been doing this entire time? Making stream markers for like chapters, what I'm doing, so people know when the heartbeat sounds or when the water sounds start. Those types of requests. I mean, not necessarily. It doesn't have to be anything bad. It can be silly even. Like the one I did a joke one on Twitter where I comfort you through your divorce. This is a recreation of it. It goes, "Hey, I'm sorry about your divorce, but hey, here's some hot chalky, because you epic." And I think that would be, I think having fun with this is also a thing. I didn't even tell you who a lot of this stuff is inspired from. It's actually my VTuber sibling. Her name is Asaki Fox. I don't know. I would type it out, but it would distract from the heartbeats. But she also does ASMR as well. And she has a 3DO, which I do not have yet. And maybe I'll just plug this while I'm at it, but I do have a 3DO on my throne, and if you check out my Twitter, it's pinned right now. And if that gets fully funded, I will be able to do binaural ASMR, the ones that I just want to do. Sister, no, VTuber sibling, like we have the same. Our model was made by the same person. think binaural ASMR is honestly the ideal way to listen to ASMR. Mono was fine, but like I can like be whispering in your ear. For example, hold on a second. Do you guys like this is gonna be like a simulation, it's not gonna be exactly, but like if I did this. I don't know if that actually did anything. Say mono. Oh, I have to unclick mono. There we go. This would be with just one mic. Does your left ear like that? Sammy, hi. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a great night. See, that's just a simulation. And if there's enough people that like it, that support me, I could probably get a 3DO and do binaural. Sammy, thank you for the follow. I hope you're having a wonderful night. It's really funny. 2 years ago, I think 2 years ago, yeah. One of my coworkers knows I do this streaming thing, and he's like, "Would you ever? Are you ever gonna do ASMR?" Or no? Like one of my coworkers was joking, like, "Oh, did you hear Akira does ASMR?" And then he goes up to me and says, "Akira, do you do ASMR streaming?" And I go, No, I would never do that. I don't think I would ever do that." And here I am just doing like, wow, I actually like this. Do you play games? And I do. I am currently grinding those gems for Eula. Eula is like my favorite. Thank you, Sammy. I appreciate it. Well, I'm getting good replies tonight saying that you guys are enjoying what I'm putting out right now. So like that's like a good sign. Also, oh shit. I have a shock mount mounted onto my mic. It's poking the hell out of my chest right now. Here's your current main, Raiden Shogun. Are you trying to get my heartbeat going, thinking of Raiden Shogun and Eula? Because it might be working. Well, I'm gonna think of Eula, okay? And we're gonna see if my heart rate increases. Okay, I'm thinking of Eula. Thinking of Eula. Is it working? I'm thinking of Eula from Genshin Impact. It kind of worked. I think it's still going. stop thinking about Genshin now. Oh my. I don't know if you guys have been really considering this. It's kind of also hard because like you don't really think about it. But if you clip the parts that you like about the stream, it makes it easier for me to know what you guys like, and I'll do it more like. Oh Jesus! That was my stomach. That was my chest and my stomach. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you tell us a bedtime story? Yeah, we'll do a bedtime story in about 10 minutes here. I will. You got 10 minutes of my chest. 10 minutes of Akira Hart. Oh man, why didn't I make that my last name? Akira Hart. I guess Dolce sounds better. It proves that I'm a barista. I actually picked out my story tonight. It's one of my favorite stories. Because, well, I just like it. It's gonna be Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast is like one of my favorite stories, and it's gonna be like the original Beauty and the Beast, not the Disney version. I think the noise that's coming through the microphone. So I'm sure you guys know what white noise is, right? So like white noise is like a random arrangement of frequencies that are kind of played at the same time. And you get this, it sounds like TV static, right? And it's very, very intrusive. But I think what you're hearing now, it's coming from my microphone. I think what you're hearing is pink noise, which is like rolled off low end and rolled off high end. And it just sounds like, air, which it does sound like air. But there's also something called brown noise, which is like a little bit of the lower frequencies. I'm just very curious about the new viewers here. How did you find my stream tonight? Know? Did you know? Guys know? I'm pretty sure you guys know this, but maybe the dudes out there don't know. Did you know that women like it when you make sounds in bed? I heard it over on TikTok. I was browsing TikTok today, and I came across a thing that's like, men, please make noises while you're in bed. We love it. And she was like, I don't know where guys got this idea that you have to be silent in bed, but we want to hear that shit. I was looking for some ASMR to sleep. Well, I'm sure a lot of you guys are falling asleep to this, and if you are, I appreciate it. I have no idea what I'm going to do after the stream because I normally raid into somebody. someone else is doing ASMR. I think that's the only way I can do it. You have a nice voice. Thank you. Baby chicken. Okay. I'm gonna pull away from the mic. And we'll transfer over to bedtime stories, okay guys? Okay. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay. Oh, let me put my shirt. I need to put my shirt back on. Hold on. Keep it off. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Okay. Alright. Alright, baby Etrigan, I'll read the thing you just sent me. Okay. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Okay. Grilled Cheesy, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I love my Eula Woola. Yes, I call her that. So much. Her beautiful hair, her outfit, and her elegance. As I said before, her face is so freaking adorable, even when she's mad. I have never seen anyone mention that. I just want to pinch her whittle cheeks and pat her on the head. Eula Woola is my love. Eula is my life. I'm gonna triple crown the shit out of her. How was that, baby Etrigan? Heartbeat withdrawal. Yeah, you can make me. By the way, guys, if you have 1,000 channel points, I know you guys. A lot of you are new here. A lot of you guys are new here. Oh, you know what? We should maybe do for the new followers. For the new followers out there, and I know who followed me tonight. I'll give you one free phrase for giving me a follow tonight because you guys were so nice to me. Does that sound good? You just have to start your sentence or start your you can start your message with say and then whatever. And I'll say it for you guys. Whatever you guys want. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Oh man, okay, the funny thing about this is that like I've always had like issues with feeling attractive and feeling like sexy. When like I'm not bad looking, honestly. I'm not bad looking. And like I just don't take myself seriously. I just Jesse Puff. Jesse Puff. I struggle with that one. Okay, I will say it. I will say it, but I'm just gonna let you know I struggle with that one. But I'm gonna finish my statement before I do this. I've always like had issues of feeling like confident and sexy because like that's just not how I see myself. But like, if I'm like put in a situation where I'm like kind of perceived that way, it's like a little bit easier. And I think ASMR kind of like helps with that tonight. My first time doing ASMR and it like, I don't know, it feels interesting. It feels nice. Just and phrases with the Eula. I feel so embarrassed if I did that. Okay, Jesse Pep, this one's for you. Thank you for the follow. Good girl. Was that good? Was that good? Did you was that ideal? It's Sammy. Sammy1, thank you for the follow. Alright. Good night, mommy. You guys don't know. My face is probably getting like really red right now. My face is probably like super red. Okay. Grilled Cheesy, thank you for the follow as well. It probably is 104 ppm, I wouldn't doubt it. Okay. Grilled Cheesy. You've done enough today. You've done a great job. I'm gonna go take a quick, I'm gonna do a little bit of words of affirmation just cause, you know. A little bit of keyboard action. Okay. These are a list of positive affirmations. And I hope an ad doesn't play because that would take out of it. Okay. Give me the list of affirmations. Give me the list. Okay. Okay. Progress over perfection. Every day, in every way, you are getting better. You will be a better you. You are worthy of great things. You can and you will. The past has no power over you anymore. All of your problems have a solution. You are loved and appreciated. You are in charge of your life story. And you are capable of achieving anything. You're inspiring. You're worth it. I believe in you. And I'm proud of you. You are stronger than your temptation. You matter. And you are not your mistakes. You are surrounded by people who love you. You are brave. You have a purpose. And you can do anything you put your mind to. No challenge is great for you to handle. And know you can overcome this. I am by your side every step of the way. And you're worthy of happiness. I believe in you. All right. This is wholesome. Ooh, what? Sucking Tom Cruise's toes. I like your name. I like your name, Tom Cruise. I'm just gonna call you Tom Cruise, okay? I don't know if you knew this, cause I don't know if you were there for it, but it's Tom Cruise. Thank you for the follow, and because you followed me tonight, I will give you one free phrase. I'll say whatever you want me to say. Welcome to the danger zone. I wonder if you guys would you guys like it if I did a menacing voice? I don't know how a menacing voice would be like. Threatening. Or I'll ravage you. Oh my god. Did that just come out of my voice? Did that just come out of my mouth? Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. Marimo. I'm sorry. Hi, Marimo. How are you doing? Yeah, Rika. You're not following me. You're not following me, Rika. I'll say it if you follow me. Wouldn't mind a little degradation. You do? Oh shit. You didn't follow me to. Wait, do you not follow me? Oh, you didn't follow me tonight. You didn't follow me tonight, but you know what? I haven't said anything. You haven't requested anything, so I'll do it for you. Does it say? Let me just check. You've been following since January. January 17th. Okay. Just for you. Just because I made a mistake. I'm a big silly Willy. Okay. Oh, I screwed up. There we go. Infinite requests. No. I'm too smart for that. Okay. What was the phrase again? Oh. You're approaching me. What's the thing that Dio says? You thought your first kiss was going to be with Jonathan, but it was me, Dio. A little eepy, but I must stay awake. Oh, this might not be a good stream for you because they're very, really relaxing. But I hope you can stay awake. This is my first time doing ASMR. Honestly, no. I gave you guys positive affirmation earlier, and the fact that you're giving me positive affirmation for doing this. Are you having fun? This is honestly one of the most fun I've had in a while, so I think I might do this like I might do it like bi-weekly. Yeah, maybe like a bi-weekly ASMR. It's very fun. And I'll do it over on the weekend so people can like either fall asleep to it or like just stay awake through it. This is the list of things I didn't think I'd be doing in 2023. I kind of want to do a bit more menacing things, but like the thing is, like, if I just channel Joker Persona 5, I think I'd be able to like say a lot of things. New addiction. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Hope you can do any ASMR streams. Thank you. What's the small potatoes? All right, for all you boys out there, all the men out there. Sorry, you're not boy. You're not a boy. You're a man. For all the men out there, your meat is huge. Your balls are massive, and everyone loves you. That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite things to say. Positive affirmation for men. Maybe you can do a reading stream. I'm gonna do a reading. I'm gonna read the story to Beauty and the Beast before we go here. In fact, I spent too much time thinking about requests and thinking about being a little bit of a Ravenger. Sorry. It's still really, really embarrassing for me to do that. However, we are going to be reading I don't know. Is there anything you guys want me to do or say before we fall asleep? I'll take probably one more set of requests. We got 5 minutes until 2 hours have passed, and then we can maybe do something else. Maybe I'll read you the bedtime story if you're good. Sorry. I get super embarrassed. It's like, was it bedtime? Make YouTube ASMRs for me to listen to instead of Kakashi. No, that Kakashi ASMR YouTuber is so good. He's a great ASMR guy. When he started singing Once Upon a December, man, I was swooning. Okay. I have my book, and I think we will be ready to read. You know what? I can actually just pin this to my model instead. Give me a second. Actually, no, this can just stay here. And I'll just stay there. If no one else has anything they want to hear tonight, we can call it a night here. And I'll wish you guys a good night. Okay. The classic story of Beauty and the Beast. Yes, I will make YouTube ASMRs. Yes, I will. I will make YouTube ASMRs. I wonder if, like, honestly, there might be somebody who's interested in that, maybe. Alright. Beauty and the Beast. There once was a very rich merchant who had 3 daughters. Being a man of sense, he spared no cost for their education. His daughters grew to be very beautiful, especially the youngest, who was called Beauty. A special name that her sisters are very jealous of her. The 2 eldest had a great deal of pride because they were rich. They gave themselves ridiculous airs and would not visit other merchants' daughters, nor keep company with any but persons of quality. They went out every day to parties, balls, plays, concerts, and so forth, and they laughed at their younger sister because she spent the greatest part of her time in reading good books. Suddenly, all at once, the merchant lost his whole fortune, excepting a small country house at a great distance from town, and told his children with tears in his eyes that they must go there and work for a living. The 2 eldest answered that they would never have to leave town, for that they had several prominent merchants who they would be glad to have them, though they have no fortune. But the good ladies were mistaken, for their lovers slighted and forsook them for their poverty. As they were not liked on account of their pride, everybody said, "They do not deserve to be pitied. We are very glad to see their pride humbled. Let them go, and give themselves quality airs in milking the cows and minding their dairy." But they added, "We are extremely concerned for Beauty. She is a charming, sweet-tempered creature who speaks so kindly to poor people and has such a friendly, gracious nature." When they came to their country house, the merchant applied himself to farming, and Beauty rose at 4 in the morning. Before the others stirred, she made haste to clean the house and prepare breakfast for the family. In the beginning, she found it very difficult, for she had not been used to working as a servant, but in less than 2 months she grew stronger and healthier than ever. After she had done her work, she read, played on the harpsichord, or sung while she spun yarn. On the contrary, her two sisters did not know how to spend their time. They got up at 10 and did nothing but saunter about the whole day, lamenting the loss of their fine clothes and acquaintance. Do but see our youngest sister, they snickered one to another. How well she's suited to a life of menial labor. The family have lived about a year in the country house when the merchant received a letter with an account that a ship he had thought had been lost at sea, that held on board dozens of bolts of cloth and silks he had purchased, had in fact safely arrived. The family rejoiced in return of their fortune. When the two eldest daughters saw their father ready to set out, one begged of him to buy her a new necklace of gems, and the other a thick golden chain. But Beauty asked only for a rose. The good man set off on his journey, but when he came here, such problems there were over over who properly owned the ship and the merchandise on board. And after a great deal of pain and no purpose, he came back as poor as ever. Especially after he bought the fine new necklace and gold chain he promised his two older daughters. Thinking he might come upon a rose bush to satisfy the wish of his younger daughter, the youngest daughter, he led the horse deep into the woods, and as sun set and the winds began to howl, the poor man realized he was hopelessly lost. What's more, with the rain and snow, he knew he might as well starve to death with cold or hunger, or be devoured by wolves, whom he heard howling all around him. Then, in an instant, looking through the long walk of trees, he saw a light at some distance. Going on a little further, he noticed it came from a place lit with candles from top to bottom. The merchant hastened to the place, but was greatly surprised at not meeting anyone in the outer courts. His horse followed him, and seeing a large open stable, went in, and finding both hay and oats, the poor beast, who was almost famished, fell to eating very heartily. The merchant tied him up to the manger and walked towards the house, where he saw no one. Entering into the large hall, he found a good fire and a table plentiful set out. He was quite wet, though, through the rain and snow. He drew near the fire to dry himself. I hope, he said, the master of the house or his servants will excuse the liberty I take. I suppose it will not be long before some of them appear. He waited a considerable amount of time, until it struck 11, and still nobody came. At last he was so hungry that he could stand it no longer, but took a leg of chicken and ate it in 2 mouthfuls. When you fumble as you read it, sounds like you do a hair flick, as if the book was wrong. No, I'm very much wrong. After this, he drank a few glasses of wine. Growing more courageous, he went out of the hall and crossed through several grand apartments with magnificent furniture, until he came into a chamber. The chamber was an exceedingly good bed, and he was very tired, and it was past midnight. He concluded it was the best to shut the door and go to sleep. It was 10 the next morning when the merchant waked. As he was going to rise, he was astonished to see a good suit of clothes laid out on the bed that would fit him perfectly. Certainly, he said, this palace belongs to some kind fairy, who had seen and pitied his distress. He then returned to the great hall, where he had supped the night before, and found some chocolate ready made on a little table. "Thank you, good Madam Fairy," he said aloud, "for being so careful as to provide me a breakfast. I'm extremely obliged to you for all your favors." The good man drank his chocolate, and then went to look for his horse. But passing through an arbor of roses, he remembered Beauty's request to him, and gathered a branch on which there were several. Immediately, he heard a great crash like thunder, and looking around, he saw a monster. 2 tusks in his mouth and fiery red eyes, surrounded by bristles and thorns coming out of its head and spreading over its back. "Mortal," roared the beast, "who told you you might pluck my rose?" "Please, sir," the merchant, in fear and terror for his life, "I promised my daughter to bring her home a rose and forgot about it till the last moment. Then I saw your beautiful garden and thought you would not miss a single rose, or else I would have asked your permission." "Thieving is thieving," said the beast. "Whether it be a rose or a diamond, your life is forfeit." The merchant fell on his knees and begged for his life for the sake of his 3 daughters, who had none but him to support them. "My lord," he said, "I beseech you to forgive me. I had no intentions to offend in gathering a rose for my daughters, who desired me to bring her one." "You say you have daughters," replied the monster. "I will forgive you on one condition, that one of them will come willingly and suffer for you. Swear that if any of your daughters refuses to die in your stead, you will return within 3 months and place yourself at my disposal." So the merchant swore. Taking his rose, he mounted his horse and rode home. As soon as he got to his house, his daughters came rushing around him, clapping their hands and showing their joy in every way. He gave the necklace to his eldest daughter, and the gold chain to his second daughter, and then he gave the rose to his youngest. And as he gave it, he sighed. "Oh, thank you, father," they all cried. But the youngest said, "Why did you sigh so deeply when you gave me my rose?" "Later, I will tell you," said the merchant. So for several days, they lived happily together, though the merchant wandered about gloomy and sad, and noting nothing his daughters could do would cheer him up, till at last, pressed by his youngest daughter, he related his fatal adventure. Immediately, the 2 eldest set up lamentable outcries, blaming poor Beauty, and said all manner of ill-natured things to her. Beauty spoke. "Since the monster will accept one of his daughters," she said, "I will deliver myself up to all his fury, and I am very happy in thinking that my death will save my father's life, and be proof of my tender love for him." "Beauty, I am charmed with your kind and generous offer," said the merchant, "but I cannot let you do it. I am old and have not long to live, so we'll all lose only a few years at most." "Indeed, father," said Beauty, "you shall not go to the palace without me. You cannot stop me from following you." Beauty insisted on setting out for the palace, and made the necessary preparations for herself and her sisters. Her sisters were secretly delighted at the prospect of getting rid of her once and for all. So the next day the merchant took Beauty behind him on his horse, and was the custom in those days, and rode off to the dwelling of the beast. When he got there, and alighted from his horse to the doors, When he got there, and they alighted from his horse, the doors to the house had opened. And what do you think they saw there? Nothing. So they went up the steps and went through the hall into the dining room. There they saw a table spread with all manner of beautiful glasses and plates and dishes and napery, with plenty to eat upon it. So they waited, and they waited, thinking that the owner of the house would appear, till at last the merchant said, "Let's sit down and see what happens then." When they sat down, invisible hands passed them things to eat and drink, and they ate and drank to their heart's content. When they rose from the table, it arose too, and disappearing through the doors as if it were being carried by invisible servants. Suddenly the beast filled the doorway, "Is this your youngest daughter?" he boomed. And when he had said that it was, the beast said, "Is she willing to stay here with me?" He looked at Beauty, who said in a trembling voice, "Yes, sir." "Well, no harm shall befall you." With that, he led the merchant down to his horse and said to him, "Honest man, go your ways tomorrow morning, but never think of coming here again." Then Beast returned to Beauty and said to her, "This house, with all that is therein, is yours. If you desire anything, clap your hands and say the word, and it shall be brought to you." And with that, he made a sort of bow and went away. So Beauty lived on in the home of the Beast, and was waited by invisible servants, and had whatever she liked to eat and drink. But soon she got tired of the solitude. The next day, when the Beast came to her, though he looked so frightening, she had been so well treated that she had lost a great deal of her terror to him. So they spoke together about the garden and the house and her father's business and all manner of things, so that Beauty lost altogether her fear of the Beast. "Beauty," said the Beast, "if my presence is troublesome, I will end our conversation and levy you. For tell me, do you not think of me very ugly?" "It is true," said Beauty, "for I cannot tell a lie, but I believe you are good-natured." "Yes, yes," said the Beast. "My heart is good, but still I am a monster." "Among mankind," says Beauty, "there are many that deserve the name more than you, and I prefer you, just as you are, to those who, under a human form, hide a treacherous, corrupt, and ungrateful heart." Beauty ate a hearty supper, and had almost conquered her dread of the monster, but she nearly fainted away when he said to her, "Beauty, will you be my wife?" It was some time before she dared answer, for she was afraid of making him angry if she refused. At last, however, she said trembling, "No, Beast." Immediately the poor monster sighed, and then hissed so frightfully that the whole palace echoed. But Beauty soon recovered her from her fright, for Beast had said in a mournful voice, "Then farewell, Beauty," and left the room. Beauty spent the next 3 months very contentedly in the palace. Seeing the Beast often had so accustomed her to his deformity that, far from dreading the time of his visit, she would often look on her watch to see when it would be 9, for the Beast never missed coming at that hour. There was only one thing that gave Beauty any concern, which was that every night before she went to bed, the monster would always ask her if she would be his wife. One day she said to him, "Beast, you make me very uneasy. I wish I could consent to marry you, but I am too sincere to make you believe that it will ever happen. I shall always esteem you as a friend. Please try to be satisfied with this." "I suppose I must," said Beast, "for alas, I know too well my own misfortune. I thought, though I ought to think myself happy that you will stay here. Promise never to leave me." Beauty blushed at these words. "I could," answered she, "indeed promise never to leave you. But I have so great a desire to see my father that I'm afraid shall fret to death if you refuse me the satisfaction." "Perhaps this will help," said Beast. He handed her a looking-glass, and in the mirror was the image of Beauty's father, pinning himself sick for the loss of her. "Oh," she cried, and all the color rushed from her face. "I would rather die myself," said the monster, "than give you the least uneasiness. I will send you to your father. You may remain with him for a week, but if you do not return before the end of the week, poor Beast will die of grief." "I give you my promise," said Beauty, "to return in a week." "You shall be there tomorrow morning," said the Beast. "Take this magic looking-glass with you, and this ring. You will need it. You need only to lay your ring on the mirror before you go to bed. when you have a mind to come back. Farewell, Beauty. When Beauty waked the next morning, she found herself at her father's house. She quickly dressed and came to the kitchen, where her father gave a loud shriek and thought he would die with joy to see his dear daughter again. He held her fast, locked in his arms, over a quarter of an hour. As soon as the first transports were over, her father shared with Beauty the good news. Both her sisters were married. Beauty sent for her sisters, who had hastened thither with their husbands. They were both of them very unhappy. The eldest had married a gentleman extremely handsome indeed, but so fond of his own person that he was full of nothing but own dear self, and neglected his wife. The second had married a man of wit, but he only made use of it to plague and torment everybody, and his wife most of all. Beauty's sisters sickened with envy when they saw her dressed like a princess, and more beautiful than ever, nor could all of her obliging, affectionate behavior stifle their jealousy, which was ready to burst when she told them how happy she was. They went down to the garden to vent in tears, and said one to the other, "In what way is this little creature better than us, that she could be so much happier?" "Sister," said the oldest, "a thought strikes my mind. She told us the promise to stay of only 1 week. Let us try to keep her beyond the week. Perhaps the monster will be so enraged for breaking her word that he will devour her." "Right, sister," answered the other. They went back to the house and behaved so affectionately to their sister that poor Beauty wept for joy. When the week was expired, they cried and tore their hair, and seemed so sorry to part with her sister, to stay a week longer. In the meantime, Beauty could not help feeling uneasy that she was likely causing pain for poor Beast, whom she sincerely loved and really longed to see again. The 10th night she spent at her father's, she dreamed of the Beast in the garden palace, suffering, maybe even dying, for loneliness of her. Beauty was startled from her sleep, sat up straight in bed, and burst into tears. "Am I not very wicked," said she, to act so unkindly to Beast, who has tried so hard to please me in everything? Is it his fault if he is so ugly? If he is kind and good, that is more than enough. Why did I refuse to marry him? I would be happier with the monster than my sisters are with their husbands. It is neither wit nor a fine face in a husband that makes woman happy, but virtue, sweetness of temper, and thoughtfulness, and Beast has all of these valuable qualifications." Having said this, Beauty rose, put her ring on the mirror, and laid down again. Scarce was she in bed before she fell asleep. When she waked the next morning, she was overjoyed to find herself in the Beast's palace. She put on one of her richest suits and waited for evening with the utmost impatience. At last the wished-for hour came. The clock struck 9, yet no Beast appeared. Beauty then feared that she had been the cause of his death. She ran crying and wringing her hands all about the palace. Like one in despair, after having sought for him everywhere, she remembered her dream and flew to the garden, where she had dreamed she had saw him. There she found poor Beast, stretched out, quite senseless, and, as she imagined, dead. She threw herself upon him, finding his heart beating still. She fetched some water from the canal and poured it on his head. Beast opened his eyes and said to Beauty, "You forgot your promise, and I was so afflicted for having lost you that I resolved to starve myself. But since I have the happiness of seeing you once more, I die satisfied." "No, dear Beast," said Beauty, "you must not die. Live to be my husband. From this moment I give you my hand, and I swear to be none but yours. Alas, I had thought I only had a friendship for you, but the grief I now feel convinces me that I cannot live without you." No sooner had she said this the hide of the beast split in two, and out came the most handsome young prince. The prince told her that he had been enchanted by a magician and could not recover his natural form until a maiden, of her own free will, declared that she loved him. Thereupon the prince sent for the merchant and his daughters, and he was married to Beauty, and they all lived happily ever after. The end. Alright. I hope you guys enjoyed the short story tonight, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. It was very fun, and was quite the experience. If you became an audiobook reader, I'd give you all my money. Even though I stumbled on a lot of the words. I appreciate it. Alright. Thank you so much. The prince transforms, and then Belle's like, where did my beast go? I kind of wish that the sisters got punished. I wish that he sent for the father, and just that's it. Thank you. Reading was lovely. Thank you, Marimo. Alright. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for enjoying my ASMR stream. I had lots of fun. It was something that I didn't think I would enjoy, but I had tons and tons of tons of fun today. I will try to find. I'm sorry about the squeaking. I'll try to find an ASMR VTuber. That's not a VTuber. Why are you using the VTuber tag? I'll maybe try to send you over to a another male ASMR. There were so many non-VTubers in this tag on doing ASMR. It makes me genuinely upset. I'm so sleepy. It was very effective. Well, if you guys enjoyed the stream and you aren't following me already, please give me a follow. And here are my socials if you guys are interested as well. Let me see. Who is live here? You guys want to listen to a Femboy Saturday? Sorry, Femboy Saturday ASMR. I'm looking for a male specifically. Oh, there's a cool guy here named Akira Dolce. Alright. I'm gonna listen to both of these guys. I'm gonna turn off my beach for a second. And give a listen to these guys and see if it's appropriate for me. Cheesy Catboy VTuber. Okay, he's doing little ear mufflies. That's something I can't do because I don't have a 3DO. Okay. Okay, this guy has a very, very similar voice to me, so I'm gonna raid this person. And I think he's just doing like a chatting stream like I did. Oh, this other person's got some nice sounds now, but it's not quite what I did. Alright. Bring back that beach. And we will start the raid today. Sending you guys over to another ASMR person. So, alright. If you like the stream, hey, please let me know. If you like certain things about it, please let me know. My DMs are always open on Twitter, and I also have a Discord. So if you want to let me know, I will. I'll do this more often, maybe bi-weekly. That's my idea. All right. I have no idea what time it is for you guys. I just hope it's a good time. Okay. Good night, good morning, good whatever time it is for you. I just hope it's a good time.